Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm May, and this is going to be my February TBR with a twist. I'm going to be using Sweetheart Candy to pick my books for this month, which is a nice little twist for Valentine's Day. So how this is going to work, I've opened the bag, is that I'm going to reach in, and I'm going to pick out 10 collars. There is, I think, 7 different collars. I think it is green, yellow, orange, pink, purple, blue, and then like a lighter green, almost white. And I'm going to pick 10 out. Whatever colors I get have to be in the books that I am reading in February. And I am going to be reading 10 to 12 books in February, depending on the size. I'm actually going to do like a more deep dive of the TBR than I usually do, because usually I'm like, hey, I'm going to read this. We're going to actually build this TBR together to see if you guys like this format, or if you guys like when I'm like, all right, I'm picking this. Or if you like when I'm like actually walking you through. I'm trying this out. But 10 to 12 books. I'm going to start with 10 collars. And then if the books are like super short that I'm picking, I might pick out 2 more collars. But 10. And then I'm also going to try to incorporate new releases. I'm also going to try to incorporate my physical books. I'm also going to try to incorporate some series I'm in the middle of. But essentially, the first step is I need to pick out 10 collars. And I'm going to do this like with my eyes closed. So hold on. And I'm just going to set them down. So that is 1. 2. I don't know if you can even see this. 3. I guess I'll just look 4. I'll look to the side. 5. I can't see them. 6. 7. 8. 9. And last, but maybe not least, because I might need more, is 10. What did I get? Oh. I got a lot of green. I got a lot of green. Okay, so I'm gonna go through it. So, I can't read what's on them because they're kind of blurred, but I'll show the colors. I actually got a total of, 3 greens. Oh god, can you even see? They're gonna look like white to you guys, but I promise these are green. So I got 3 greens. I actually got 3. Oh, no, that's actually the white one. That's the wintergreen one. I got 2 purples. They don't look the colors to you guys. I'm so sorry. They're such a light color. I got one of the whites, so like the wintergreen, like the really light colored one. And then I only got 1 blue, and then I actually got 2 oranges and only 1 pink. That is not what I was expecting, because I expected a lot more pink because of Valentine's Day, but this is still really cute. We need to pick out 3 greens, 2 purples, 1 blue, 1 like whitish, 1 pink, and 2 oranges. Okay. Behind me is my books that I have on my physical shelf. I'm gonna grab them and we're gonna go through them together to see if any of these fit the vibe. I can tell you right now, looking at the stack, there's a lot of blues, and I actually only need 1 blue book. Okay, so just going through it, we have this blue book called Girl Abroad that I could pick for blue. We have Red Queen, which I could actually pick for like the light white color, because it's almost like a silver almost. Okay. And then we have Forging Silver into Stars, which could count as a purple book. We have For All Time, that could count for blue or green. We have The Prince and the Apocalypse, which could count for blue or pink. And then we have The Night Country and the song that moves the sun, which could both count for blue. Like I said, there's a lot of blue. And then we have Can You Take It, which would obviously count for pink. Yes. So since I only got 1 pink, I'm gonna pick Can You Take It, just because this is a new release. It's also a part of a series that I can finish out, and it's also a romance right off the bat. I already know it's romance vibes. So I think it's gonna be my pink. So that will be my little pink color, and it says "You're kind," which is actually hilarious because this book is actually some bitchy people. Pretty ironic. So we're gonna put those together. None of these fulfill the orange at all. So we might need to go onto my story graph together and then like maybe look through my TBR because I can do digital books as well. Okay, so hi, I've moved you to this screen because I pulled open my story graph. I have 129 books on this, and I'm going to filter by romance. Because I am wanting some romance books. If I can't find all of these books to fit the romance, we'll go out from there. But like I do, you know, it's for Valentine's Day. 70 of them are romance. Okay, that helps. This would be a great book for pink or orange, but it's not actually out yet. I need a book with orange in it. And now... Oh, it's actually blurry for you guys. Let me... There you go. That helps a little. I'm looking... Lichens and Lattes is just not out yet. That's the problem, is that so many of these just might not be out yet. Bleed for Cupid I would love to use because it's Valentine's Day. What? I'd have to use that for a pink though. I'd have to use that for a pink. Okay, hold on. We're gonna keep going. Peaches and Pucks would be a good one, but I don't think it's gonna be out in time. I can check the release dates on these two. Bewitchingly Hers would fit, but it's like, ooh! Change of Pace has orange in it, so that could be a contender. These are getting down to my physical books. Okay, so it looks like for orange, the contenders that we have is Change of Pace, me reading a Halloween book in February, maybe this Born of Flames and Sacrifice, or maybe one of these two if they come out in time. I do have a spreadsheet that we can check. I went to my new releases on my spreadsheet, and Peaches and Puck comes out on February 3rd. We could absolutely use that for the orange plot. We could absolutely use that for the orange one. I don't own it, obviously, but it comes out in time. So I think we're gonna use, that covers one orange. I have to do two. So that could be that one, and then we could do A Rose of Blood and Binding. I don't think either of those had Thunder Nightmares does not have any orange in it. That's like gold. So I think we're gonna do Change of Pace. I think we're gonna do A Change of Pace by Kayla Gross. This would also fit a fried bread project prompt for me. Okay, so here is what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to do, for orange, we're gonna do A Change of Pace. I already have my new releases listed. We're gonna do new release. I'm gonna try to fit all of these in color-wise. New release. And then I'm gonna build this together. New release. We're gonna do orange sweetheart. Okay. And then we're gonna add change of, oh, I just completely misspelled that. Change, oh my god, Change of Pace. Orange sweetheart. And then can you take it? Pink sweetheart. Okay, so I want to add my new releases, which would be And Now Back to You, A Throne of Nightmares, and A Rose of Blood and Binding. Throne of Nightmares would need a pink. Or gold, which gold isn't in this bundle. It's very pink. And then, what was it? A Rose of Binding is purple. Oh, we got 2 purples. We could use, well, honestly, wait, this is very pink, but it kind of is also, okay, we're gonna do a Rose of Blood and Binding for one of our purples. I really wanted to read Can You Take It, but Purple Sweet Heart. And now back to you is blue. It can be my blue. I think it's gonna have to be my blue because I don't think it has any other colors in it. We're gonna go back up. It has orange, but I already have my oranges picked out. So we're gonna do blue. Blue Sweetheart. So that leaves us with, okay, so blue, both the oranges, one purple, and technically the pink. And that leaves us with, me finding, what if I use this for the, okay, so technically this is like a very light white, and technically there is white, and Can You Take It? So what if I switch Can You Take It to the white Sweetheart, made Throne of Nightmares the pink Sweetheart, and that leaves us with 3 greens and a purple. Jesus, I don't know if I have any greens. Back to Storygraph. Okay, we're in the hunt for books that have green in them. This has green leaves. That could be a contender. Open a new tab. Every Spiral of Fate I'm actually already reading currently. I'll be finished by the time it's February. Tender Cruelty is green, and that would finish, well, that doesn't finish a series out for me. That's the next book in a series for me. That's like a more bluish. I wanted to put Bleed for Cupid. That might just be an extra book for me. And then Wild Reverence is green. This is green. Okay. So, and then I had what? 1 purple? I had a purple one, right? So purple could be, if not for my baby, Tattletale. The only problem is, obviously the villain is just not out yet. Shattered Gods isn't out yet. Okay. We have some options. I actually think Bleed for Cupid, it's only 89 pages. I think this is just going to be an extra book for me. Do we have any other really short romances that I could maybe pair with that and just do 12? Can I also filter by length? Let's also filter by that. Oh, it took away the romance. Pfft. Let me just add that back in. Filter. 18. Tender cruelty I'm already considering. These are the... I could do Soaring Spurs. It's 187. I'm really willing to be like less than 200 pages. And I'm not going to read these in advance because these are like holiday ones and I'll just read them in their holiday season. So I could do, is it already out? It says it should be out. Spurring Feelings. I could also read Born of Flames and Sacrifice because it's 128. This is a Halloween one, so I really don't want to read that. We're already considering this for a green book. Okay. We're going to pop this out, and then we are going to pop this out as an option. Okay, so we have Green Sweetheart. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're going to actually add a row above and a row above because we're going to read 12, which feels right for February. It's the month of romance. Purple Sweetheart, and then we're going to do... Oh, technically I was supposed to pull 2 others. I mean, do you guys mind really if I don't pull 2 other sweethearts and I just do 2 small romances? Let's just see if the odds are in my favor. I could not make this up if I tried. I literally just pulled a pink and a blue, which is exactly what I needed to read the books that I wanted. Okay, actually, apparently the universe wants me to read 12 books. That works. So we're gonna do pink sweetheart, blue sweetheart. So green, we gotta go back. So pink is gonna be the book, the Valentine's book, the Bleed for Cupid. And then the blue sweetheart, I think that'd make it be the Stirring Spurs. If it's out, I'll have to check. Stirring Spurs. And then the purple, I think we're gonna have to pick between. So for the purple, we can do Tattletale or we can do If Not For My Baby. Personally, I'm leaning towards If Not For My Baby because this is an author of a book that I really, really loved in 2025. And this is their romance debut. And I'm just so beyond curious to know if I'm going to like this book or not. Or if I just like their romance. So I think I'm going to lean towards this one if the other books aren't too long. Let's do the green first. Let's start. So Stirring Spurs, I'm already adding. So we'll just... So, for green, I think we need... So this is on there. So, we need 3 greens. So, I think I have 4 here. I have Lord of Silver and Ashes, Tender Cruelty, Wild Reverence, and I dropped for a dragon. Well, to be fair, Lord of Silvers and Wild Reverence are both 2 extremely long books. So, I'm definitely not going to do both of them. We might just do one of them. This author is all over the place for me, and I've enjoyed everything that I've liked by Rebecca Ross. And I do think this is set kind of in the same universe of Divine Rivals. So I think for green, I'm gonna do the 2 shorter books, which would be Tender Cruelty and A Draught for Dragon. And then Wild Reverence would be my longer pick. So we're gonna do Wild Reverence. I don't know if and then Tender Cruelty. And then what did I say? A Draught for a Dragon. And the purple, I know it's a longer one. The thing about this is, let's go back to the releases. Are these gonna all release in time for me to even read them? Ooh. So February only has 28 days. And Now Back to You and A Rose of Blood and Binding come out on the same day. So that means I'd have to finish my last 2 books in 4 days. How long are they? How long are they? The last time I had multiple books coming out near the end of the month, I was not able to get to all of them. And then I ended up just feeling horrible. But I am extremely excited for both of those books. Like, And Now Back to You is one of my highly anticipated reads. And they're gonna equal out to be 1,000 pages. And if you do the math, that means I have to just read 250 pages a day. I think that's doable. Like, I'd have to read 250 pages a day starting on the 24th through the 28th. Is it a leap year? It is not a leap year, so it's just the 28th. Okay. That's not bad. I typically read about 200 pages each day, so if I just power through a little bit more, I could absolutely read the 2 of those, but that does mean I have to be finished with all of the other 10 books that I'm going to read by the 23rd. I think that's doable. I personally think that's doable. The only thing I'm worried about is that I only have one of these as my physical book. Only one. And that's Can You Take It? And I do think I wanted to read at least 2 physical books a month. So I'm going to see if maybe I can get one of these from my library. Or if not, I'll just read 3 physical books in March. I still haven't decided. I mean, if not for my baby, I did say that I wanted to prioritize series. And this is a series that I'm in the middle of. And it is a series that I want to know if I even want to continue. I think I'm going to go for this one. If not for my baby, I'll be back for you. But I do think I'm going to go for this one. We're going to do Tattletale. Okay, so that is the TBR for February. I'm just going to check one thing to see how many of these are my 2026 TBR, which would be amazing. I'm checking to see how many of these would be on my 26 and 2026. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn. 6, 7. Okay, that's worth me not reading physical books. If I could literally read 7 out of my 26 and 2026 in 1 month, that would be literally insane, and I would kind of prefer it that way because I actually personally feel like it gets harder to do the 26 and 2026 as you progress through the month. I'm totally fine with that. I do want to see what I could do for audiobooks because I do have an audiobook goal of reading at least 1 audiobook a month. But let's go to the TBR. So this is the complete TBR. Just to wrap up what the TBR is, I'm going to be reading And Now Back to You by B.K. Borison, which is on my 26 and 2026 list and is a new release for me and is a highly anticipated book for me as my blue sweetheart. And then I'll be reading Peaches and Puck, which is by an author that I really, really enjoy as one of my orange sweethearts. Throne of Nightmares. Also, Peaches and Puck is on my 26 and 2026 list. Throne of Nightmares is another new release, also on my 26 and 2026. And it will be taking the place of my pink sweetheart. And then A Rose of Blood and Binding, which is a new release on my 26 and 2026. Finishes a series for me, I believe. Is going to be my purple sweetheart. A Change of Pace, which is an author that I've been meaning to try. It is amazing plus size representation. I have never read their books before, but we're going to give one a try, and it'll be my Orange Sweetheart. Can You Take It, which is one of my physical books, and my only physical book of the month is The White Sweetheart. I got a bunch of green, which feels really weird for Valentine's Day, but we're going to go roll with it. I'm going to be doing Wild Reverence, Tender Cruelty, A Draught for a Dragon, which will continue some series for me, but also I think 2 of those are on my 26 and 2026 list. Tattletale, which is a series that I'll be finishing out, I think. Is that the 3rd book? I can't remember how many of those books I've read. With My Purple Sweetheart. And then another pink one is just like a basic Valentine's Day dark romance that I'm choosing to read, which is called Bleed for Cupid. And then my other blue sweetheart that I just somehow magically pulled because I wanted to read this book is called Stirring Spurs, which is by the same author of Peaches and Puck. And I'm going to enjoy both of those very much, I believe. And yeah, I think that's the February TBR. This is actually this was really fun, but it was also really difficult, but like difficult in a fun way, if that makes sense. Like it was like I liked almost teasing my brain to see like what we could come up with. I am gonna check on Spotify and Libby and Hoopla to see what ones I can get as audiobooks, but I can't tell you that because like Libby and Hoopla, they might have wait times, so like I wouldn't even be able to look at it. I'm filming this like 2 weeks before February even hits, so that will be like a closer to February thing. I'll be doing that like in the wrap up of February. I'll tell you if I have read those as audiobooks or not. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed me actually like walking you through building my TBR and like the steps I go to pick out all of my books. We'll be reading 12 books this month. I think they'll be fantastic. Some of them are shorter books, some of them are longer books. A lot of them are romance, but like I think the differences of sizing, pages lengths, that's the word, May. I think the differences in pages lengths will really help me because some of them are like 80 pages, some of them are like 500 pages, so I could always do like long book, short book, long book, short book, medium-sized book. And also, it's the fucking month of love. I feel wrong to not read romance, and I do think like every single one of these are romance in some kind of format. We have romantasy, we have dark romance, we have contemporary romance, we have fantasy romance. I think I've hit the spot on each kind of romance, honestly. And I'm really excited for all of these. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this kind of content, I post videos twice a month, and I also stream on Twitch under the same name, and we do co-working, we do games. And feel free to like, subscribe, and comment, and tell me what you're going to be reading in February, or if you've read any of these. And I'll see everyone around. Bye!